Good evening, you're watching Independent News. I am Sakhawat Khan. We begin as usual with the headlines. The Finance Minister has alleged that propaganda by Dr. Yunus is discouraging foreign direct investment in the country. Home Minister M.K. Alamgir has said that law enforcers have been directed to deal strictly with Jamaat Shibir activists. Bodies of two victims of yesterday's boat capsize in the Bay of Bengal have been recovered so far. The Coast Guard says that 49 passengers are still missing. Finance Minister A.M.A. Mohit has said that the propaganda being spread abroad by Dr. Yunus is discouraging foreign direct investment in the country. Mohit alleged that Yunus has been spreading propaganda abroad for the last 4 years. The Finance Minister made the allegation after attending a program at his ministry in Dhaka today. Mohit, however, admitted that administrative incompetence, corruption and administrative procrastination also creates obstacles to foreign investment in Bangladesh.
Many good things are happening in Bangladesh, but these achievements are not getting importance in the world only because of Professor Yunus. He has a wonderful publicity machinery and his words lack honesty. The problem is, he thinks Grameen Bank is his own organization and he does not want to leave it by any means.
Home Minister M.K. Alamgir has said that law enforcers have been directed to deal strictly with Jamaat Shibir activists. He said Jamaat Shibir activists have gone on the rampage to thwart the ongoing war crimes trial. M.K. Alamgir made the comments at a rally in Dhaka today. The ruling Awami League held the rally to protest what it called countrywide violence by Jamaat Shibir activists. At the rally, Awami League General Secretary and the LGRD ministers Syed Ashraful Islam said that the BNP had a hand in the recent violence by the Jamaat.
As the main force for maintaining law and order, the police has shown utmost tolerance and patience over the last 3 days. The police will no longer tolerate such activities.
The way the attacks were carried out by religious fanatics in Dhaka and in other parts of the country proves that they were not possible without the instigation of Khaleda Zia.
Awami League Joint General Secretary Mahbubul Alam Hanif has warned that violence by the Jamaat and its associate student body Shibir will not be tolerated any longer. Hanif gave the warning at a program in the capital today. He also said that the younger generation is shouldering the responsibility of war crimes through their involvement in Jamaat politics. He added that this is very unfortunate for the nation. He also advised the youth to forsake involvement with Jamaat and to practice progressive politics instead. State Minister for Home Shamsul Haq Tuku, who was also present, alleged that anti-liberation forces are trying to hinder the country's progress by attacking law enforcers.
I urge the young generation, especially those who are involved with Jamaat Shibir politics, to correct their ways. This is the time to forsake those who denied the existence and the liberation of this country. Development of the country is not possible by sticking with these criminals. Therefore, abandon them.
Meanwhile, Awami League activists vandalized and torched the offices of the BNP and Jamaat in Khulna, Shariatpur and Jaipur Hat. In Shariatpur, Vedirganj Upazila unit of the Awami League brought out a procession this morning to protest the recent attacks on the police by Jamaat Shibir activists. After the meeting, agitated Awami League activists vandalized and torched Vedirganj Upazila unit office of the BNP. In Khulna, Chhatra League activists brought out a procession demanding completion of the war crimes trial and protesting recent attacks on the police. After the rally, agitated activists vandalized the metropolitan unit of the Jamaat office in the city. In Joypurhat, Juba League and Shiksha League activists torched the Jamaat office as well. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has urged everyone to resist people who are trying to save the war criminals. She made the call at a conference of a pro-Awami League engineers organization in Dhaka today.
The Prime Minister recalled the contributions of engineers in rebuilding the country after the War of Independence in 1971. She said that post-1975 rulers killed many freedom fighters and rehabilitated war criminals. Hasina said that a plot is being implemented to thwart the ongoing war crimes trial.
It's not unusual that those who want to save war criminals will try to create anarchy. I urge the countrymen to resist these evil attempts. People must raise their voices against those who violated women, killed intellectuals and collaborated with the Pakistani forces in 1971.
She also stressed the need for self-reliance instead of dependence on donors.
Our government wants a society free from the curse of poverty. We want people to stand on their own feet so that they can at least fulfill their basic needs.
She called upon engineers to innovate low-cost technology and machineries for the country's poor farmers.
Jatiya Party Chairman Hussain Mohammad Irshad has said that it is only a matter of time before his party leaves the Grand Alliance. He said that leaving the alliance is necessary because his party has decided to contest the next elections independently. The Jatiya Party chief was talking to journalists in Sylhet today. He added that his party has already taken a stance against the Awami League by nominating independent candidates for the Dhaka and the Rangpur City Corporation polls. He emphasized that there is no doubt that his party will contest the next general elections independently. Irshad said that the people have no peace and that he will bring back prosperity for the people if his party is voted to power. BNP Acting Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has urged his party to stay vigilant against any attempt to hold a one-sided general election. He said that an attempt is on to hold the election by disqualifying Khaleda Zia and Tariq Rahman from contesting in it. Fakhrul made the remarks at a program in Dhaka today. He said that the government is harassing opposition activists by filing false cases against them. He termed the ruling Awami League an autocratic and undemocratic party.
The ruling party is threatening us and trying to destroy democracy. We will have to make a united effort to resist their conspiracy. We must resist their conspiracy.
The Coast Guard has said that 49 passengers of the boat that capsized in the bay yesterday are still missing. Bodies of 2 ill-fated passengers have been found so far. The trawler was heading towards Malaysia with 110 people on board. Most of the passengers were rescued by the Coast Guard. The Coast Guard has filed a case against 23 people over the incident. The accused are 5 middlemen and 18 rescued passengers. However, none of the middlemen have been arrested so far. Police said that they are interrogating the detained passengers. It's time for a short break now, but here's what's coming up after the break. Election Commissioner Mohammad Shahnawaz has said that the Commission will take action against Jamaat Islami if the party does not respond to an EC letter. The Bangladesh Cricket Board announces a 14-member squad for the first Test match against visiting West Indies. Welcome back to Independent News. Let's take a look at the headlines once again. The Finance Minister has alleged that propaganda by Dr. Yunus is discouraging foreign direct investment in the country. Home Minister M.K. Alamgir has said that law enforcers have been directed to deal strictly with Jamaat Shibir activists. Bodies of 2 victims of yesterday's boat capsize in the Bay of Bengal have been recovered so far. The Coast Guard says that 49 passengers are still missing. We continue with the news, but with Adnan Hussain. Adnan, why don't you continue?
Thank you. Election Commissioner Mohammad Shah Nawaz has said that the Commission will take action against Jamaat-e-Islami if the party does not respond to a letter sent by the Commission. The EC sent the letter seeking information about a change in the party's organogram. The Commissioner also told journalists that Jamaat must respond to the Commission within a month. The EC has sent 4 letters to the party so far over the amendments to its organogram. Shah Nawaz also said that the EC will fix a schedule for the upcoming talks with political parties by the end of this month. On a separate note, the Commissioner said that the EC is ready to hold polls to the Dhaka City Corporation once it receives the High Court directives to do so.
We expect they will finalize the matter. That's why we wrote to them. We want them to clarify the matter. As per the existing law, we will take action against them if they do not respond within a month.
Law enforcers have identified a vicious cycle of militant extremism. Militants of different outlawed groups get arrested, get out on bail, and get involved in the extremist militant activities again. Legal experts blame the situation on loose ends in charge sheets and on inadequate evidence to support charges.
Anti-militant drives conducted by law enforcers are limited only to apprehension of militants. But in most cases, the militants somehow manage to secure bails to step out in the open again. Law enforcers say that at least 50 militants of JMB, Hizb ut-Tahrir and other outfits are on the prowl again after getting out on bails. Detectives say at least 35 JMB operatives who were detained and got bail later have been actively involved in militant activities again. Besides, 15 such operatives of Hizb ut-Tahrir and Hizb ut-Tawhid have also got engaged with extremist activities on their bails.
We found that a number of militants, especially those of the Hizb ut-Tahrir, got involved in militant activities while on bail. Such is their motivation level.
Legal experts hold law enforcers responsible for the bails of detained militants.
There are often flaws in the charge sheets presented at court. Public prosecutors are often not skilled enough to check this. So defense counsels often take advantage of loose ends in charge sheet prepared by the law enforcers.
Law enforcers, however, disagree with Shahidin Malik.
We had material evidence against every militant. They were held with either explosives or organizational documents or training materials.
Experts say that it is necessary to ensure punishment for detained militants alongside conducting anti-militant drives to wipe out militancy from the country.
The Awami League-led Grand Alliance government has no plans to take unpopular decisions such as increasing the prices of gas and electricity before the next general elections. The Prime Minister's Public Administration Affairs Advisor, H.T. Imam, stated this in an exclusive interview with the Independent Television. He also claimed that the current government has fulfilled almost all its election pledges.
Mitigating the power crisis, achieving food autarky, providing new books for students at the beginning of each academic year, increasing literacy and exploring and creating new labor markets are the major achievements of this government. H.T. Imam also spoke highly of the government's success in implementing its election manifesto.
Just think how much of our pledges have been fulfilled in education, industries and agriculture sectors, in industrialization, earning foreign currency, export growth and manpower export. Don't you think we have advanced quite a lot? I think almost all of our election pledges have been fulfilled except the Podda Bridge construction. We, however, believe that at least the construction of the bridge will begin during our tenure.
He said that the price hike of essentials was proportional to the growth in income of the people. HD Imam asserted that the government does not want to take any unpopular decisions now.
No government wants to take any decision that may create mass discontent. Extraction of coal through open pit mining from Boropukuria mine is not possible now. We don't have that much time left. I don't know if there is any plan to hike prices of gas and electricity at this moment. No such proposal is on the table as of now.
The advisor hopes that once the development projects undertaken by the government are implemented, voters will find new hope in the ruling alliance and will re-elect this government.
Thousands of residents in New York and New Jersey have again lost power as the winter storm hit areas still recovering from Sandy's devastating impact. Public transport was disrupted and some people were again forced to leave their homes. Strong winds up to 100 kilometers per hour brought down trees and power lines. Power companies in the two states report that more than 100,000 customers suffered power outages. Some 650,000 buildings were already without power 1 week after Storm Sandy struck and killed more than 100 people. But damages from the latest storm was less than expected. New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg closed parks and beaches and temporarily halted outdoor construction. Major airlines cancelled flights in and out of New York and New Jersey ahead of the storm. The Bangladesh Cricket Board, or BCB, has announced a 14-member squad for the first test match against visiting West Indies. The game starts on the 13th of November at Mirpur Sher-e-Bangla National Cricket Stadium. This is for the first time that Sohag Ghazi has been called on for international match. Team captain Mushfiqur Rahim and vice captain Mahmudullah Riyad remain, as do Tamim Iqbal, Junaid Siddiqui, Shahriar Nafiz, Saqib Al Hassan, Naim Islam, Mohammad Nazimuddin, Nasir Hussain, Ilyas Sani, Shahadat Hussain, Rubel Hussain and Abul Hassan. That's all from me. Back to you, Sakhaut.
Thank you very much. And I don't think we have time for much more. We'll go straight on. You see, you can get more news and updates from independent television through your mobile phones. For breaking news, go to your mobile message option, type *B and send to 16232. For daily news updates, type *DN and send to 16232. You can also call 16232 from any operator to listen to the latest headlines in Bangla. That's all we have from the English News Desk this evening. We'll be back tomorrow at our usual time. Thank you for being with us and good night.
Good night.